Good morning, September the 11th, a day that will go down in infamy. You can't say that date without thinking about the Twin Towers in New York City back in 2001. A lot of stuff on the internet about that. Go read up on it, watch some blogs, educate yourself. If you think the government has never lied to its own people, I'm sure you're a nice person with a kind heart, but you're very naive. Specifically, I would recommend a movie called Loose Change regarding 9/11. So, on to today's thing. Start going the extra mile, and opportunity will follow you. That sounds like a repeat. we heard about the extra mile before. Come on now, Napoleon. Don't be cheating us by repeating. Where is it? Because I remember instead of going, yeah. Oh, okay. So he called it the second mile back on the 3rd, September 3rd. It was the end of the rainbow is reached only at the end of the second mile. And I was like, second mile? I think he means extra mile. There you go. So obviously Napoleon has come back from the dead. Listened to my criticism of his using the term second mile and fixed it for the 11th. Thank you, Napoleon. Start going the extra mile, and opportunity will follow you. Going the extra mile can give you insight and a good reputation, both of which attract opportunity. Many obvious opportunities are found in places no one else has bothered to venture. If you put in the extra effort to make a good project an even better one, or you get to know your equipment better than anyone else on your shift, you will see things others overlook and be in a position to make use of them. Leaders who need a job done think first of people they know who will do it well. If other people respect you for the quality and quantity of your work, you will find yourself advancing past others who regard their jobs as drudgery. For all the extra service that you've rendered, you'll find yourself more than amply compensated by opportunities others never grasp. So once again, he's going back to attitude. Once again, he's talking about going that extra mile, doing the right thing even when nobody's watching. We talk about quite a bit. Those are all examples of, put it this way, I'll wrap it up really, really succinctly here. A successful entrepreneur is willing to do a number of small things that other people are not. And then when the other people fail, they don't understand why they failed, and it was because a series of small decisions they made out of laziness or fear or lack of knowledge or lack of interest, lack of ambition, whatever stopped them from going that extra step, never mind the extra mile, the extra step. And then when you add all those up, I went shooting recently with a buddy here in Thailand, and he was missing the targets completely. He's not military or cop or anything like that, so he never took the time to shoot over and over and over again every day like we did in the military. So he's like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? He was very frustrated that he couldn't hit anywhere at all on the big paper target. And I told him what's happening is you're making a couple of small mistakes. I mean, to oversimplify, I said the white dot at the end is not lining up between the two dots on the end. Once again, it sounds like an oversimplification, but that's the honest answer. If he was dead on with his aim, if he really had center mass on the target between those, with those three dots pointing to it, he would. If not, he's a civilian, so once again, he was surprised by the shot, even though it's a 9mm, it wasn't a big, like a 45. But still, he was surprised by the shot, which a lot of novices are. You pull the trigger and you're not really expecting that kickback, that noise, that buck in your hand. If you're not used to it, that's all going to throw off your aim, and you're going to go high or to the left or right. But that's at that distance that we were shooting. He was shooting maybe 10 meters, 15 meters, and not far at all. It wouldn't have missed the entire. It wouldn't have been off by 3 feet. You know what I mean? But that's when you make a series of small mistakes as the distance gets longer, 45, 10 meters, 15 meters, 30 foot, 45 foot, that's enough that the combination of small mistakes, maybe closing his eyes, getting surprised, letting the gun buck up, all that added up to a miss at that range, a complete miss of the whole target. So that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about in business is if you do a bunch of small stuff wrong, or worse yet, don't do a bunch of small stuff right, the compound effect, you're going to miss your target, which is being a successful entrepreneur.